It is free agency day number 2. And I was actually putting my computer together and I was actually going to go live like on my computer and everything. But I said, you know what? I'm just about to do what made me successful and what made me West Coast. And that is just going live. You feel me? So I appreciate everybody that's tuning in currently. And let's talk about some good things. I'm actually sitting outside waiting for my son to get home from school. So as soon as he pull up, I will be, you know, but yeah, God is good. But how's everybody today? If you can, drop a comment in the comment box, please. And also drop a share. Drop a share, drop a share. Or drop a comment so I can know who's in here. How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? Let me say hi in the comment box. Drop a so I know you're here. There we go. So, yo, man, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? It is your boy, West Coast. I thought I'd jump on here and do a live, kind of go over some things that happened today on in the Dallas Cowboys sphere and the Dallas Cowboys world. And I want to know, before we even start, are you happy or are you sad? Are you happy or are you sad? Put it in the comment box right now. Put it in the comment box. Drop it in the comment box right now. Are you happy or are you sad? Let me see. Let me talk to you, boy. All right, so here we go. We got some comments finally. I didn't know what was going on there first. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the screen. All right, we got what's up with you, Stephen Arthur? He says, "What's up, brother? How you been? I've been good. I've been good, man. I've been good. How are you, brother?" Steve, are you happy or are you sad about today? My boy Jose Hernandez, what's up with you, my guy? What's good, my guy? Let me know. Are you happy or are you sad? Appreciate you for saying what's up to me. 1900 hoodlum. What's the definition of busting the? I'll put we can talk about. I'll write that down on my list of things to talk about because obviously our Jerry's definition of busting the budget and our definition of busting the budget are two different things, right? Star 3362. You think we can afford Hendricks? I do believe we can afford him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna answer these questions. I'm gonna say what's up to y'all, and then I'm gonna come back and answer these questions because y'all put them in here. Brandy, he says, "Hey, y'all, have no problem with the moves. I would like to have signed Pickens now. Me too." Justin's cooking in the kitchens. What's up with you, man? Fredo, what's up with you, my boy? Fredo Welch. James Thurman Jr., what's up with you, my guy? What's up? He says, "What's up, West Coast?" Tranchino, what's up with you, my guy? Appreciate you. I missed you too. Maurice, Dominique, what's up with you, my guy? What's up? Checking in from San Antonio. They say, hey, I was in the Air Force, so I was in San Antonio for about 2 months, 3 months for basic training. One of the most beautiful cities in the world, or at least in the United States. Stephen Arthur, what's up with you, sir? I seen you already. Mason Ace, what's up with you? Lee Harrison, what's up with you, my guy? 757 Big K in the building. What's up with you, my boy? He says he's in the middle. Gabriel Garcia, what's up with you, my guy? He says, I'm still happy about yesterday's move. Still a ways to go where we want. Nick Beverly, what's up with you? Hey, make sure you guys hit that share button. Now you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, a couple things you guys must do. First things you guys must do is hit that share button. If you're able to hit that share button, make sure you hit it. If you're on YouTube, you can hit that. You can share it to different platforms and things like that. If you're on Facebook, you can share it to different Facebook groups. You know what I'm saying? So if you can help a brother out, help a Cowboy fan out, and share the content, man. I know I've been on kind of like hiatus for a little bit. And just been on hiatus for a little, you know what I'm saying? Been dealing with some things at the house, but man, a lot of things are getting cleared up. So I it's definitely better for me to get back into the swing of things. You know what I'm saying? But Gerald Moore, what's up with you, Brandy? Appreciate you. Dwayne Double D. Actually, you should be called 4D. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you? Get to see you back. Appreciate you, 4D. Nice to see you back too. Lucky Johnson. What's up with you, my boy? I gotta give you some update on Woodland. Woodland actually you're actually gonna see Woodland. He's actually in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform because he actually signed about an hour ago with the Philadelphia Eagles on a 1-year deal worth about $15 million. So he actually signed to them. So we ain't gonna be able to get him, Lucky. Um, all right, they need to. Okay, what's up with you, Nick? What's up with you, my guy? Either way, what's up with you, my guy? Antoine, what's up with you? Marv, the chef, what's up with you, my guy? Appreciate you for tapping in. Hassan Davis, what's up with you, my guy? He says, I'm mid. I think Dallas needs a big splash in free agency like Trey Henderson. Okay, we could talk about him. Buck Smith, what's up, Buck? Appreciate you, my guy. Dre Dion, what's up with you, my guy? Appreciate you for tapping in. Antoine Beasley, what's up with you, my guy? Appreciate you. DeJarvis, Young Senior. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, appreciate you, my guy. Happy Tuesday to you. Timothy, what's up, guy? If I said your name, please make sure you guys hit that share button and share the content. I'm trying to grow the brand. Harvey Lee Carter, what's up with you? Joyce, what's up with you? Auntie Joyce, appreciate you. Long time no see, but we still Cowboy fans, so we still doing it. It's crazy. You ain't seen me in a long stuff, and I'm still saying the same thing over. What is Jerry Jones doing? Mason, what's up with you, Mason? Pablo, what up, Pablo? Sandoval, what's up with you? Brandy, what's up with you, Brandy? JVB boy, what's up with you, Steve? I saw you again. Buck Smith, what's up? He said, I thought you gave it up. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I gave it up, but I just took a break, man. Just took a break for a little bit. Jose, what's up with you, my guy? Sam, what's up with you? Dwayne, Jimmy, Gabriel Garcia's, Linto, Funny Man, Jay Johnson, appreciate you and Greg, Neil, what's up with you? Chris Baggs, what's up with you, my boy? John Rod, what's up with you? Trey Smith, Alex, what's up? He says, yo. Daryl Williams said, what's up with you, my guy? Mike Howard, what's up with you, Mike? Appreciate you for tapping in. Jaime, what's up with you, Jaime? PJ Locke, what do you think? I'm gonna talk about him for a little bit. Nick Beverly, what's up with you? John Sullivan, what's up with you? Linto, say the content for me. Alexander, what's up with you, my guy? Miss Joyce, I seen you. What is that? Michael Charles, what's up with you, Buck? I seen you. And Big Sam on the business. What's up with you, my guy? So I had a couple of questions that I already hit the inbox before I even can get into the content. So I like answering questions first. You know, you guys taking the time out of your day to answer me some questions. I want to make sure that I answer them. So I'm gonna go through here and whatever question I see, I'm gonna answer. So my boy 1900 Hoodlum says, what is the he says, what's the definition of busting the budget, Wes? Well, the definition of busting the budget is this. If you have a budget of $5, you spent all $4.98. Now, the Dallas Cowboys obviously have more money than $5. But when you bust the budget, what you basically mean is you basically spend more than what you were, or more, or all of the budget. You know what I mean? Now, the Dallas Cowboys, I'm gonna tell you this right here. When Jerry Jones said that he was gonna bust the budget, I think you guys might have taken that as him going out and getting this one player. But Jerry Jones, from what we've seen, busting the budget is going to be a uniform approach, basically meaning a bunch of players. And you got to think like this. Busting the budget doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to spend more money than everybody else, or we're going to spend more money than we've ever spent. It just means that we're going to spend more money than we expected to spend. And technically, Jerry Jones probably in his mind has busted the budget because he only had plans on spending about $26. And currently he's spent about 25. You know what I'm saying? So in Jerry's world, yes, we are officially busting the budget because we are definitely spending more money than we spent last year in the first 2 days of training of free agency. Now, I know that doesn't mean a whole lot to a lot of you guys, but in Jerry's world, not even saying it's a good thing, but to a degree, Jerry didn't lie to us because he is busting the budget because technically, he's probably spending more money than he probably thought he was going to spend. He's just not getting the players you guys want. Let's just be real. All right. Next question we have. This is question. I'm going to do question and answers first because you guys put them in there, so I'm going to answer them. Do you think we can still afford Hendricks? Yes, we can still afford Hendricks. Why? Because the NFL, listen to me, the NFL salary cap was designed by scammers, right? And one thing I love about scammers is they can make anything fit and make anything work because they're scammers, right? So when you're doing the cap, you can manipulate it to do and say and feel any way you want it to feel. You could give Trey Hendrickson the contract he wants and then simply, offset the contract, make it a 3-year deal, make money be a salary, make money be a signing bonus, make it be a roster. You can do all types of the salary cap allows for you to make deals and then to find different ways to hide that money. Now, a deal that we can't afford with Trey Hendrickson is like a 1-year deal, because anything that's a 1-year deal, where you're going to spread the money, you're going to pay them all in 1 year. So can we afford to give Hendrickson like a 1-year deal for the Dallas Cowboys? No, we cannot. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, at 31 years old, why would you add? Listen to me. I'm not even going to say he's 31, because the dude turns 32 in December. Now, I'm 43 years old, so who am I to say that this guy's old? But I'm also not in the NFL asking someone for $25 to $30 million as well as coming off an injury. So, I can digress and say that, yeah, he's not that. He's, in football tense, he's kind of up there. But is there a deal we can't afford? Yes, a deal we can't afford is a 1-year deal from Hendrickson. And I don't even think we can, the salary, franchise tag is different because people are going to say, yeah, but we can afford Pickens. Yeah, but that's a little different, right? But a 1-year deal from Hendrickson, no, I don't believe we can afford that. And I think it will be dumb. I think it also will be dumb. Miss Brandy says, hey, y'all, I have no problems with the move. I would like them to sign Pickens now. I agree with you. I made a video earlier today, and it's basically saying I think the Dallas Cowboys' biggest franchise, the Dallas Cowboys' biggest free agent acquisition needs to be a guy that's already on their team by the name of George Pickens. And I believe that needs to be the Cowboys' #1 priority right now. People are going to say, oh, no, but our defense sucked and da-da-da-da. Yeah, our defense did suck. So what actually helped you get through the year? Think about that, right? The defense was so bad, right? We were still able to manage to win 7 games. You want to know why? Because your offense was so good. Teams that have defenses as bad as us, you know what they're usually? Lottery picks. That's what they're usually. They're usually thinking about who they're going to be picking #1 or #2 or #3. Where are we at? Number 12. That means we did win a couple games. And the couple games that we did win had to do primarily with the guy, George Pickens. So, in my opinion, that's why, in my opinion, George Pickens is not even probably, he is the most important person that the Dallas Cowboys need to sign. As of right now, he's the most important, because this is the thing about it, right? By no means can the Dallas Cowboys get worse. Like, you cannot put yourself in a position where you are getting worse, right? And I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Dallas Cowboys do not sign a George Pickens, your offense there is a possibility that your offense could get worse. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this right here. People are going to say, yeah, we had CeeDee Lamb. Yes, we did have CeeDee Lamb, and we still do have CeeDee Lamb. But let's just be real. There were times last year where CeeDee Lamb was either injured, because CeeDee Lamb missed 4 games last year. So there were times where CeeDee Lamb was either injured or he just was not performing up to par. And that's why you were able to allow George Pickens to explode on the scene like he did. Now, also, another reason why I believe that the Dallas Cowboys need to sign George Pickens is because, listen to me, the way the NFL is built right now, you need to be able to throw the ball. Listen, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, Mr. Run the Damn Ball would not be saying this. I would not be saying this. But this is 2026. And listen to me, the type of money Dak Prescott is making, you are going to be throwing the ball at least 35, 30, 40 times, bro. That's just what it is. And I've actually accepted that. And since I've accepted that, guess what? The Dallas Cowboys need another guy on the other side of Mr. CeeDee Lamb. Why? Because double teams roll over, and when you're not able to roll over, you're still able to get the ball to Mr. Pickens. And more importantly, you know what it also shows to your organization? It shows to your organization that if you go out and you perform, the Dallas Cowboys will pay you. They will reward you for what you did. Right? So, in my opinion, the Dallas Cowboys, their #1 priority right now needs to be trying to figure out a way to get Mr. Pickens on a contract. And I'm going to tell you this right here. You know what that also does when you sign George Pickens to a contract? You know what it also does? It also frees up money. It also frees up money. Because right now, technically, you have now he hasn't signed the franchise tag, so it's not legally binding. But right now, in the Dallas Cowboys' mind, they have $26 million that they can't spend. You want to know why? Because they're about to give it to a guy on a 1-year deal. So Dallas Cowboys, instead of giving him $26 million on a 1-year deal, how about give him some type of deal that's like I don't know, 4 years, $100 and some million, so then he can make 26 million, the same type of money over 4 years. But the only difference is on a contract, you can spread that money over 4 years, and it won't all hit your salary cap in the same year. Meaning you can give him the same type of money, but you'll still have money to spend on other people. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys literally, I'm gonna tell you what the Cowboys be doing. They be creating problems just so they can prevent them from doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know why when your lady be like, I want to go out and I want to go. You say there's a foot, sometimes there be games on or football games on that you don't want to watch. You mean that you want to watch, but your lady wants to go out and have dinner and some other stuff. So you know what you do? You create a problem. You walk around all day. You be, I'm feeling a little bad. I don't feel good, baby. I think I need to stay in the house for the day. And then guess what? She says, oh, okay, you can stay in the house for the day. And then guess what? When she leaves, what do? You put the football game on, you watch the football game. You created a problem so that you can solve it yourself. And the Dallas Cowboys like doing that with money. They will literally create a problem and trying to give George Pickens a franchise tag so they can be like, oh, yeah, since we have this money tied up in George Pickens, we're not able to give money to this other person. No, man, all you got to do is give George Pickens give him a contract that would allow you to alleviate the pressure of that $26 million. Because right now, the only thing you're going to be doing is pay him $26 million for 1 year, which is not feasible. All right. Or you could try trading him, which I'll talk about that in a little bit too. Let's see. What else I see? What else? So that was my second question. I'm going to do 3 questions. 3 indifferent. I mean, let's see. Was there any more questions up here? I'm happy I'm midway. Okay, I don't see no more questions, so we might just be getting straight into we might get into the content. That's not a question, that's a comment. Jerry said he's very happy today. Both West Coast, how do you feel about moves we made? Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna answer that right now in my content in this trade up to 3 for Reese. The Dallas Cowboys, I'm gonna be honest with you. There goes that another content. Right now, this is what I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys will be interested in trade. Listen to me. In order to get up to 3, you would probably have to give up 12 for sure. And I almost feel like you might have to give up 20 because you don't have any second round picks. And most of the time, teams, they want in a draft, if they're going to be moving up, they typically want assets right now that they can use. So to go from 3 to 12, I would almost think that it would probably take 12th overall pick. And since we don't have no second round pick, it'll probably take either a first from next year, which I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys will be willing to do. You know what I'm saying? There goes the question I was looking for. How do you feel about trading our 2 first round picks to get the 6th pick to land Sonny Styles? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up 2 first round picks to get 1 guy when I can have 2 first round picks and get 2 guys. No, I would not be. I mean, obviously it's not my team, but I would be highly upset if the Dallas Cowboys did that. I think I would be highly upset. All right. So let's talk about the man y'all want to talk about. The person y'all keep asking me about. This young man right here. Well, technically he's not a young man. All right. What to say about Trey? What are my thoughts on Trey Hendrickson, and why haven't I made a video on him? Well, the reason why I haven't made a video on him is because I know y'all gonna be hating on my opinion, so I just wanted to put it out there first, and then I'll make a video on it. But listen to me. Do I think Trey Hendrickson is a game changer? I believe he has the ability to be. I definitely believe that he has been getting raw deals in Cincinnati. But I'm going to tell you this right here. At 32 years old, I am afraid to give him the type of money that he is asking for. I'm just being honest with you. Not because of who I think he will be this year, but it's primarily because contracts that he's looking for is going to be a 3 to 4 year deal. So do I think that Trey Hendrickson will be Trey Hendrickson this year? Yes, Trey Hendrickson from this year. I believe he will be. But I don't know. I don't believe that at 32 and 33 and possibly even 34 that he is going to be Trey Hendrickson. I don't believe it. Simply because as guys get older, typically their skill sets diminishes. Now, if he was like, listen to me. If the eight, like that's my biggest thing on him, and the injury from last year. Those are my two biggest, I think, issues with him right now. Is the age and the fact that he wants a long contract. And it's a contract that I don't believe that he'll be able to finish. I'm just being honest with you. I don't believe it's a contract. I think if you were to sign him, I think at some point you'd be trying to figure out a way to get him off your team. You feel me? Hey, salute to Pamela. Appreciate you, Miss Pamela, with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. I don't drink and smoke no more, so I'm going to just tip my hat to this soda right here. Appreciate you. You are greatly appreciated. She says, what's up? She says, let me see if it'll let me put it on there. She says, what's up, West Coast? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, now, he says, defense don't need a top 5. We can just a decent GP. We can't get gash or give up 30 points a game. All right, so boom. So that's my biggest reason on saying no to him. You know what I'm saying? Is because when he signs this contract in the middle of the season, he's going to be 32. That means next year he'll be 33, and the year after that he'll be 34. I don't know too many 32-year-olds, 33-year-olds, and 34-year-olds that are making $30+ million and giving you 17.5 sacks, 16.5 sacks. And I'm gonna tell you this right here: the way the Dallas Cowboys are about to be playing defense in a 3-4 defense, I don't even know if it's going to be possible for him to get those types of numbers in that type of defense, because let's just be real. The Dallas Cowboys like rotations. They listen to me. Tell me the season that Micah Parsons got 17.5 sacks. I just want to know. Tell me the season that he was able to get 17.5 sacks. I don't believe it. I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys would even let him run it up. Now, I have some breaking news. Looks like the Ravens, shout out to Day Walker Vaughn. Day Walker, I don't know if you were the first person to do it, but I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to just put it in the comment box real quick. It looks like the Ravens just backed out of the Max Crosby deal. Before I say I'm interested, I want to know why. Just being honest with you. Got some breaking news. Looks like the Baltimore Ravens just backed out the Max Crosby deal. Before I say I want him, I want to know why. I want to know why. If somebody could put it in the comment box, why? This is breaking news while I'm live right now. This just happened. Can someone tell me why? I got a bunch of very smart and intelligent people on this live right now. Can someone Google and tell me why they backed out of this deal? Why they were willing to give up, what was it, 2 first-round picks, and now all of a sudden they don't even want the player. Now I'm gonna keep it real with you. I always thought that Baltimore Ravens should be interested in George Pickens. I'm just being real with you. Like, they should be looking to get Lamar Jackson a legitimate wide receiver threat and a legitimate all-pro. To be honest with you, if my math serves me, I don't think Lamar Jackson's ever had an all-pro wide receiver, even though he's won the MVP of the league before. I don't believe he's ever had an all-pro wide receiver. So if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, the person that they should be trying to trade for is George Pickens. Now, I don't believe that they'd be willing to give up 2 first-round picks for him, but that's who they really need to be looking for. They need to be looking for someone that can help Lamar Jackson stretch that field downfield. Now, Baltimore is a team that's always been built on and built around defense. So it did not surprise me that they went after Max Crosby. But I've always thought that if you want to make the Baltimore Ravens better, go get Lamar Jackson weapons. Like, go get him some legitimate wide receivers that he can throw the ball to. I think he's like the first MVP to have an MVP season and not have an all-pro wide receiver. Like, for real. But that's crazy. But let me see if no, because he ran most of the time. I don't think it's true. Steve Smith was the closest. Heck no. Lamar Jackson played with Steve Smith. And if he did, I don't believe Steve Smith was an all-pro. Steve Smith's a Hall of Famer, but I don't believe that he was an all-pro when he was playing with the Baltimore Ravens, because he was at the end of his career. Technically, the paper wasn't signed. Buyer's remorse, gave up a first and a second. They realized they didn't have no wide receivers. Ha! He says he'll is Dallas Cowboys drafting, or I don't know. Cowboys ranch. Hey West Coast, would you trade both first round picks to move? No, already answered that question. It's some so Buck Smith, who is a reliable source, that's the homie. He says on ESPN it's being reported that they are backing out of the Max Crosby deal, and that then technically he's back being a Raider. That which is kind of crazy because I'm pretty sure there. It's funny because I was actually around some Raider fans today, and they were actually like, "Oh my God, I'm so sad that Max is gone." Now they're probably happy. But I'm gonna tell you, once you try to trade a player and it don't go through, you know what you try to do? Call up the other team that didn't win, because you got to think there was a bunch of teams that wanted Max Crosby. The Ravens are the ones that just won. You know what I'm saying? But I would think like this. I would think that price for him just went down. I would definitely think that price for him going, especially when it goes out on why the trade doesn't go. Because that would be honest with you, that's not something that typically happens in the NBA. That's something that happens. I've seen it happen a lot in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never really heard of that happening in the NFL. Like I've never really heard of that happening in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I'm extremely, extremely interested in why it says unknown reason. Don't know. It's a reason. They just not saying it. It's definitely a reason. We just not saying it. It says for them to announce before the window was open and back out is very weird. Almost conclusion like it almost sounds like they found out something, because you only do that if you find out some information, because there was no problem with the money. And before you can trade a player, you have to do there has to be some type of health, like some type of medical something to ensure that the player is even healthy enough to be traded. You know what I'm saying? So I am definitely interested and curious on what's the actual reason, because listen to me, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I just want him now. Well, shoot, if the Ravens, listen to me, the Ravens are a team that know defense. They know defense, right? They, Newsom over there, he's a guy that knows defense. He's a guy that values defense. Like these guys, like they know defense. Baltimore knows defense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very interested in why the experts on defense, as the Baltimore Ravens are, they've always been known for defense. That's all. Like, bro, the year that the Baltimore Ravens won the Super Bowl, I promise you can't name the quarterback. I know Trent Dilfer, but they were there because their defense was only giving up 17 points a game. You know what I'm saying? With Ray Lewis and all them other boys out there. So I am definitely interested why the experts on defense didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? Now listen to me. He says we about to get him now. Listen to me. I don't know if I even want him now. I don't even listen. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. Like, I want to know why first, because the why might be a legitimate why. And if the experts on defense didn't want him, then I'm definitely interested on why they didn't want him to. You know what I'm saying? Raiders aren't giving up Crosby. Raiders say Ravens backed out and no further information at this time. So Max Crosby isn't going to isn't going. No, he's not going to Baltimore. And my boy just reported it that the Raiders aren't giving up. They don't know why. I don't know why though. Maybe they're just you said Ravens need weapons the Baltimore Ravens needs weapons for Lamar. They need to be supporting their best player. They have a natural knack for being able to find defensive players that come into their system and produce and play well. So if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, like if you're saying, if the experts on defense are saying no to Max Crosby, then I probably need to double look and find out what the hell is going on my own self. Because guess what? That could have been literally a bullet that we just dodged. Shag says that it's medical reasons. Okay, has that been verified? Sean says, bro, Ravens realized it was too much. His injury is a factor. Okay, well, if his injury, what's up, Mr. Mars Road? If his injury was a factor, why isn't it a factor for us? Why isn't it a factor for us? You know what I'm saying? Q says, if I was the Raiders, I would keep him to look at everything they just got. I mean, to be honest with you, if you're the Raiders, they have improved their team. They have actually improved their defense. So I don't understand why they don't think that Max Crosby would have been even more improvement to what they have. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Shag, for that. But that's wild, man. That's wild. And listen to me. If he is hurt, guess what? We dodged the bullet. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens for you know what I'm saying? For doing their due diligence, and more importantly, understanding when to say yes and when to say no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Baltimore fan, but I love the way they do business. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because at the end of the day, they didn't allow the pressures or the embarrassment or anything else to prevent them from making the right decision. And the right decision was to back out. So I'm curious to know if anybody can find out why they are not signing him. All right. He probably didn't pass the physical. If it's medical reasons, absolutely no. I'm not trading for a player I'm not trading for a player that's doing that. That can't pass the medical. I can't do it. Shaq says, yeah, look right there. Yeah, we might have just dodged a high bullet. Facts. Or maybe they found a dead body in his car or something. I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. I don't know. He says, I want him. No, Max Crosby is not going to the Baltimore Ravens. He failed the physical. If he failed the physical, I'm out. Lento said it's more than just a health report. I would assume it is too. I'm assuming because I would think that before you even initiate or even like put this information out that you are going to actually trade, I would think that they would do their due diligence and do this. Had to be some new information. They didn't cancel this trade because of something they already knew. They just canceled this trade because of something they just found out, and they just found it out today. You know what I'm saying? They just found this out today. So I'm curious, and think about this. If they just found it out today, that means the Cowboys probably didn't know either. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go. Hey, that's crazy though, man. Chris Bagg said people are talking about the Cowboys should still take him. Of course they are, because people don't care. You know what I mean? Just like, think about this, Mark. Think about this. Hey, listen, Chris. Think about this, Chris. Think about your ex-girlfriend right now. Or your your baby mama who you can't stand, right? Think about this, Chris. Somebody's dating her right now, bro. Somebody is walking around the house thinking she's the most perfect person in the world. That woman that you can't stand. So guess what, man? There's always going to be somebody that's going to be somebody for somebody. You know what I mean? And we all going to be like, well, damn, that makes absolutely no sense. But guess what? Any man that wants to date my baby mama, you know what I'm telling him? Come sit down. Let me talk to you for a couple minutes. He failed. Ravens backed out. Yeah, they backed out. He didn't pass a physical. What's up, Jeff? So yeah, there's always going to be interested in someone that's going to be interested in not saying you're trash, or there's always going to be someone that's interested in something that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. If you put your trash in the front of your house, I promise you long enough, somebody will go through it and they'll take it out and they'll be like, oh my God, look at this. Like for real. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, I threw some jerseys. I went through all my jerseys and I threw away like 15 Zeke jerseys, like 20 Micah Parsons jerseys. I threw away some Eric Kendrick jerseys. I threw away about like 50 jerseys, right? I didn't throw them away. I took them to the little bins where you could donate clothes and drop them in there. So I dropped all these jerseys in there. Did you know I dropped about 30 jerseys in there, right? About 2 days after I did that, I'm driving through the mean streets of San Bernardino, California. You know what I see walking down the street? A bum wearing a Eric Kendrick jersey. Then I saw another dude wearing a Zeke. I saw two dudes wearing a Zeke jersey. I'm like, hey. I'm happy that I was able to, clothe the neighborhood, but I'm like, hey, them very jerseys that I want are keeping somebody warm right now. Sam says Raiders about to backpedal. I guarantee. He says, let's see what Sam says. He says Raiders about to backpedal. I guarantee they was looking forward and planning around picks already. Next highest bidder getting that call. Yeah, man. And they're call. And I'm gonna tell you, Whoever they're calling right now to try to sell Max Crosby, they're now trying to sell him. Because you got to think, free agency's already started. So most teams have now already started spending money or spending assets that they were going to give to get Max Crosby, as in the Dallas Cowboys. As in the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says it's probably because he smokes too much. I don't believe so, because the NFL don't test you for weed no more. That's why players are so open about it now. I mean, they really weren't testing them in the first place. Keep it real. But I digress. It's because of the financial constraints. It's not no physical. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see. Listen to me. If they backed out of the trade, well, technically, the paper was never signed, so they just announced it before it was. They just announced it before it was actually done. So I don't think technically they just changed their mind. So I don't think there's going to be any there can be any negative ramifications, because he didn't actually sign the contract. You know what I'm saying? They had a they basically had a gentleman's handshake deal, but you know how handshakes work. You could have had your fingers crossed. Jesse said can't afford him now. The Cowboys can't afford Max Crosby. The Cowboys can afford anybody they want. It's just about how you're gonna manipulate the money, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like grandma balancing her checkbook. She can make it work. Makes you wonder and why they changed their mind. Thank you, George. What's up with you, my boy George? West Coast, it's not because of no physical. Hey, listen to me. I don't know why they're doing it and why they're not doing it, whether it be physical or as it be financial. Either way, I want to know, because everybody's trying to say it's not a physical. Maybe it was just the money. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: when has your team, owned by the Dallas Jerry Jones, ever wanted to spend a whole lot of money? Not very much. You know, all these rumors about Max Crosby and Henderson, you know what it really means? The Dallas Cowboys were wrong about Michael Parsons. They should have never traded him. You know what I'm saying? Do I think the price will drop? I think the price should drop. I think the price will drop, because I think every team is going to say, well, man, I don't have that money no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have it no more. You know what I mean? I don't have it anymore. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think the price should drop. If you're a good businessman, you should be able to make the price drop for sure. Joe, hey Joe, you thinking the same thing I'm thinking, man? My boy said, something's fishy. Hey, I smell fish too. Oh, Sam, appreciate you, big Sam. Sam says Fox just announced he definitely didn't pass his physical. There you go. Diane Rock, Victor, what's up, Victor? Victor also says it's been reported that Don and Rusty reported that he did not pass the physical. So yeah, man, I'm out. I'm out. If you can't pass a physical for a team that wants you, you're not going to pay. You're not going to pass ours. Shout out Brandy. Let me see. She said Crosby's knee said no today. What's up with you, James Bailey? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the $2 holler. Appreciate you. Every piece of everything you send. I appreciate you. James, what's up, James? He says Baltimore found out Crosby is a cross. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Sean S. Fly, hey man. Okay, Sean, I believe you, Sean. I believe you. George, what's up with you, George? Either way, and listen to me, I gotta get. I'm gonna do my own research and find out why he didn't get approved, why the trade didn't go through. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. As of right now, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Unless it's cheap in the mug. You know what I mean? Cheap. All right. So yeah, that's crazy though. Jerry dumb enough to do it. He better not. So Chris. All right. So yo, these are the things I had to talk to y'all about. Oh my God, Mike, you got to stop now. I'll go live. I will go live with you on our own show later on after 7. I got you. I'll just do another live with you. Don't trip. I will still get him and let him get in the shape for about 4 weeks. No, absolutely not, Anthony. Absolutely not. I'm not paying Max. I'm not trading away a first, because they're going to want a first round pick. I'm not trading away a first round pick for a guy that can't play the week 4. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's 17 games in a season. That means I'm going to get 13 games from him this year. No. Can't do it. Sorry. Jeff says, I'm going to investigate this. Absolutely. Jerry Jones said, no, Max is 28. Yeah, no, Trey Henderson is 31, but he turns 32 this year. Sam says for the right price. Listen to me. For the right bye-bye. For the right price, I'm in. But I gotta know what the price is, and I gotta know why he failed the test, why he failed the physical. Because you gotta remember, physicals are designed to it's not like if you're healthy and you're okay, then a physical is designed to show that. But if you're not like they're not out here like doing reps. Like he's not out here like trying to do 300 sit-ups. No, it's a basic physical for football. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not able to if he failed it because of anything physical, that means there's something there. That means he probably listen to me. If he failed the physicals for something if he failed the physical because of something like an injury or something like that, that means he probably shouldn't be playing right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, Sean, listen to me. Tell us what the reason is. Tell us what the reason is, because I've read your comment 5 times. You tell me that it's not about the physical, and I get it. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just giving both sides of the coins. If it's about the physical, then I'm definitely out. If it's if it's not about a physical, what other reason would it be? What other reason would it be? Max Crosby is not going to Ravens. What do you think? Is he a Cowboy pickup? I need to know why he failed. I need to know why the Ravens all of a sudden don't want him. That's what I need to know. Why all of a sudden they don't want him. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's talk about some stuff that happened today. Sam Williams the Dallas Cowboys brought back Sam Williams on a 1-year deal for $3 million. I don't mind it. It's not hurting you anything. For $3 million, he's literally making less money than your kicker, and he's like one of the lower paid guys on your team, even though you know he's gonna play. Sam Williams had a down season, and he's a guy that the Dallas Cowboys had they had expectations for the young man, and he hasn't met or achieved them. Let's just be real. He has not. He's definitely had flashes, but he has not met or achieved them. So 1-year deal, $3 million. It keeps him on the team, but it also puts him in a position so he can earn some money for next year. You know what I'm saying? This is a deal. This is something this allows Sam Williams to be on the team and be able to go out there and try to make some money for next year. Chris, let me see what Chris says. Chris says you said best. Well, they know that injury. No, you said best. West Coast. They know that injury best is a defensive pro team. Facts. They know that exactly. Exactly. They're the professionals at picking defensive players. So if they don't want him, that makes me wonder. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the San Francisco 49ers didn't want Trey Lance, and everybody's like, oh my God, we came up. I'm like, bruh, the 49ers are like the quarterback gurus. Like they always pick good quarterbacks. They always like Brock Purdy. Like, come on, bruh. Like he's not a Hall of Famer, but they found that dude, and look what he's been able to do to their franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like they find quarterbacks out of nowhere that you never even heard of, and they end up starting and end up being productive. You know what I'm saying? So, like when they didn't want Trey Lance, you should have been like, if they don't want Trey Lance, why do we want him? You know what I'm saying? So that's Baltimore's one of those teams. And I was like, damn, if Baltimore don't want him, it makes me not say I don't want him, but it definitely makes me want to question why. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, like I said, Sam Williams got a 1-year deal today. I kind of gave my thoughts on that. I don't mind it. I believe Sam Williams can give you more than $3 million worth of production. So if he's able to produce and actually be what we've always thought Sam Williams can be coming out of college, I think you will win on the deal. You know what I'm saying? According to Bleacher Report, he failed the physical. Sent you the link to your DM about the Crosby injury. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of confirmation that it was about injury. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me type some other free agents that are gone. I mean, some other stuff that happened in yeah, if Sam Williams actually has a good year this year, like a decent year, let's have a better year than what he had last year, then guess what? You got way more than what you expected. You got way more because he's better. I think Sam Williams can he can play better than $3 million. I think he can give you more than $3 million worth of production. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a deal where at the end of the season, you will look back on Sam Williams and be like, we got more than what we paid for. And if you don't cost you nothing. The Dallas Cowboys also brought in a defensive tackle from the Chargers. Man, this dude got a name of names, bro. He got a name, bro. Adimo Agabada Agabo Agada Bugana. I can't say this dude. I'm gonna call him Big O. They signed him for a 1-year deal for $3 million. The Dallas Cowboys are switching from a 4-3 from a 3 to a 3-4. In a 3-4 defense, you have to have a true nose guard. So this is your nose guard, I would think, of the future. Or at least this year. I don't necessarily say the future, but of this year at least. This is the Dallas Cowboys also like rotational pieces. What do I also believe this means? I also believe it means that the Dallas Cowboys are probably about to trade somebody. Now, I know a lot of people are all of a sudden want to trade Oscar Odighizuwa. I don't even think a lot of people want to trade Oscar Odighizuwa. I just think people want to feel like they're right if it happens. Because you know, Cowboy fans, y'all like being able to say, hey, I told you so. I told you so. Remember when I told you they were going to. So I think more people are doing that than they are because Oscar Odighizuwa is a goddamn good player, bro. And he's young. You know what I'm saying? Now, is he a run stopper? No, he is more of a pass rushing defensive tackle. Now, I understand, with the Cowboys going to a 3-4, you need a huge dude playing nose tackle because he's going to be in the middle of your defense. You know what I'm saying? So if the Dallas Cowboys can get a second round pick for Osia Odighizuwa, like Chris just said, Chris, you're on fire today. I wouldn't mind it. I would definitely flip Osia Odighizuwa. And you got to remember, with Osia Odighizuwa, Clinty Clark, and Quinn Williams, you have 3 defensive tackles making $20 million. That's $60 million in 3 dudes on the same plane, basically all playing the same position. You know what I'm saying? Now, Clinty Clark, we traded for him. We gave up assets for him. We have not gotten. I don't believe we've gotten our full residual on that, our return on investment on that yet. And Quentin Williams is one of the best defensive tackles in football. We gave up too much to even think about trading him. So if the Dallas Cowboys were looking to trade to get into day 2, Osia Odighizuwa is going to be your key. You know what I'm saying? And I think if the Dallas Cowboys had a second round pick, they probably wouldn't be interested. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to want to get back into that second round and see what they can get. So that's why I believe he might be traded. And bringing in this Big O and putting him between Kenny Clark and Quinn Williams, you might not see the difference. That's what I believe the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Dallas Cowboys are thinking we have 2 guys that are so good that you might not feel the effect of an Osia Odighizuwa in a whole season. You know what I'm saying? Playing beside these guys. Now, is Osia Odighizuwa worth the money? Yes, he is. And I think on a team where you don't have a Kenny Clark and a freaking Kenny Clark and Williams, Osia Odighizuwa is your best D tackle. So I think if he is traded, I would honestly think that he'd probably be okay with it, because he's going to be able to go somewhere where he's literally probably going to be their best defensive tackle, which will then get him a 3rd contract. And that's what it's all about. So, do I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to get $20 million worth of production out of Osia this year? I don't think so. Why? Because freaking Quinn Williams is that good. Kenny Clark is that good. You know what I'm saying? They're that good where I believe that you could save $20 million and get a second round pick. And you know what I mean? But I'm not, listen to me, but I like Osi. I like Osi out of UCLA. I like Osi. I've always liked him as a player. But I'm going to tell you this right now, when you're trading a player away, you always want to trade someone with value. So that means he's probably still good. You know what I'm saying? Osia Odighizuwa, we signed him 2 years ago. So I kind of gave you my thoughts on a trade for Osia Odighizuwa too. Like I have no problem keeping him because he's a good player. But I think the Dallas Cowboys, and I understand it, I think the Cowboys are going to want to get back in that second round. That's day 2. And I think there's a lot of teams that will give you a second round pick for Osia Odighizuwa. You know what I'm saying? All right. Did we get let's go. Give you an update on Reek Woolens, the cornerback from the Seattle Seahawks. He just signed a 1-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, so he's gone. Nashawn Wright also signed a 1-year deal with the Chicago Bears, so he's gone. The Dallas Cowboys also restructured Kenny Clark. They restructured Kenny Clark. I forget how, I didn't write it down, but I forget exactly how much money we freed up by doing it. But the Dallas Cowboys restructured his contract. And listen to me, these restructures are literally already built into the contract. They're literally already built. And I'm going to tell you, that's how the Dallas Cowboys are able to sign these players. It's like you going to go finance a house, and in 5 years from now, you refinance it to get a better rate. It's built into it. You're able to do it. It allows you to do it. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Cowboys also brought in safety PJ Lockett from the Denver Broncos. He's a wait and see. He's a wait and see. That's all I'm gonna say. In my opinion, I like Donovan Williams. I like Wilson better. I think that Donovan Wilson had a horrible season simply because of the coach that was coaching him. You know what I'm saying? No, we saved $8 to $10 million. Okay, that's good. Like I would honestly be more interested in bringing Donovan Wilson back. You know what I'm saying? I would have been signing PJ Lockett simply because he's a player that's already been in your system and he's produced. He just had a bad season. And think about this. He had a bad season when 11 other dudes also had a bad season on the same defense. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Williams is getting, my boy Dono is getting a lot of the blame for it. You know what I mean? I think he's getting a whole lot of the blame for a team being on a bad defense. You know what I'm saying? So I personally would have picked Donovan Wilson over PJ, and I think this PJ Lockett signing pretty much signifies the fact that Donovan's probably not coming back. But I would have rather had Donovan Wilson over him. But I mean, if they signed him on a 1-year deal for like $3 million, I don't think Donovan Wilson's signing a 1-year deal for $3 million. So I think the Cowboys went with the money, and they're hoping the talents can match. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Let me see. I know. Yeah, Crosby is not being traded. He says Dono cannot cover though. Neither can Malik Hooker. Name me a corner. Listen to me. You know what they call safeties who can cover? Cornerbacks. Like, it's not the corner. Listen to me. It's not a corner. It's that right there. The fact that you guys want your safety to be a great cover lets me know that he was already playing in the wrong defense, because that's not what safeties do. You know what I mean? Did I hear the breaking news? Yeah, I was already kind of talked about it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He says PJ and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know. PJ Lockett is a guy that I don't like. JB, you literally just said what the next thing that was coming out of his mouth. His contract is so cheap. I don't even know if he makes this team. I don't even know if he makes the team, because I do believe that Donovan Wilson is a better player. I just think Donovan Wilson had a bad season. What's up with you, Rich, from Mississippi? What's up with you, my guy? Malik had great positioning once upon a time. Don't play. Once upon a time, that's always at the beginning of a story. This is the end. Malik Hooker had been in the league 10 years, bro. No, it is time to move on. But our defense was just so bad that when he played, we played a little bit better. Why? Because his defense was just so bad. But Malik Hooker can't cover either. You know what I'm saying? He can't cover either. He ain't known for his coverage. There ain't really, name me a safety that's known for his, name me 5 safeties in the NFL that are known for covering, for being great cover guys. I'll wait. That's not really the job of a safety. Especially Donovan Wilson, who played in the box. So you know what his job was really? To help you in the run game. He's a box safety. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that's going to come up and make a hit. That's what your free safety is, the guy that's supposed to be covering at least supposed to be covering tight ends. What's up with you, Kendrick? Son Savage, I know. Crosby failed his physical. What's up with you, Anthony Tardy? And Hooker at 30 some years old. 30, I think he's 31. How old is Malik Hooker? Is also very injured. He missed games last year. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I went over everything I need to talk about. So, hey, I got a couple things that are none of the Cowboys' business. You know, A.J. Brown is looking to get traded to the Patriots, but I don't think that's going to happen. Why? Because they just gave Romeo Doubs $4 million. They just gave him $70 million for 4 years. So what do y'all think about AJ Brown? If you don't re-sign Pickens or Pickens gets traded, what do you guys think about AJ Brown to the Dallas Cowboys? Appreciate you, Omega. Put it in the comment box. What are y'all thoughts on signing AJ Brown? Actually, you wouldn't be signing. You'd have to trade for him. Now, I'm gonna listen to me. The Eagles are gonna weigh way too much, especially in your own division. They want a first and a second right now. I'm not giving up no first or no second for AJ Brown. Slap yourself. Honestly, what I think is gonna happen with AJ Brown, I think he's gonna get released. I think he's gonna get released. You know what I'm saying? I think when it's all said and done, I think he's going to end up getting released. So if you want AJ Brown, wait till maybe like June 1st. You know what I'm saying? Or he might get released right before the trade, and then they designate him a post June 1 trade, so it doesn't affect the salary cap. You know what I'm saying? Do I think we got a chance at Trey? Yes, but I'm not as interested in him, to be honest with you. We need a tough Michael Irvin, and he's that. How do you feel about Max Crosby? I already kind of gave my opinion on that. My opinion on Max Crosby doesn't matter. Why? Because I need to find out why exactly he failed the physical. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, AJ Brown, I think he's going to end up getting released, or they're going to just figure something out, because I don't see a team giving up a first round pick for him. Especially the way he like that is not like, because this is the thing, bro. We're all happy until you're not happy, bro. So it's like, yeah, he's going to be happy getting traded, but what happens when something happens there, bro? And like, you weren't happy on the team that had just won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then the yelling in the coach's face and doing all that other stuff, man. Team players, he wasn't like that because he was in Philly. He was like that because that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Tolbert is trade bait? No, because nobody wants him like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wants him. But in order for someone to be trade bait, there has to be a desire for you. You know what I mean? I don't think teams are going to be jumping out there to go sign Tolbert, our fourth receiver. Xavier says no on AJ. We don't need that. I mean, listen to me. You know, George Pickens technically was the same way in Pittsburgh. He was the same way. You saw what happened when he came to Dallas. But I don't think that AJ Brown has George Pickens' talent. At least not right now at this point of his career. I don't believe he does. Chris says, so yeah, I'm gonna do some more questions, man. Y'all do some more questions in the comment box, and I got you. What's up, Darren? What's up, sir? He says, I missed the content. No, you didn't miss it. You can always go back and watch it. I've been on here for an hour, though. Max to Dallas now at the back. I'm only interested in Max Crosby if I know exactly why they backed out. I need to know why they don't want him no more. Because they were all on it. Is Brandon Aubrey signed? No. What are my thoughts on signing Brandon Aubrey? I don't mind signing Brandon Aubrey, but I do mind making him the highest paid kicker ever. Because you guys know my mindset. Listen to me, if you're selling your kickers jerseys and everybody knows who your kicker is, you know what that means? It probably means your offense isn't good. In my opinion, I would rather the Dallas Cowboys do things to make their offense more productive so that you don't have to make 60-yard field goals. NFL Insider just said that they did not like. Hold up. What's up with you, big homie? NFL Insider said Ravens did not like something about his knee recovery. That's not good. Brandon, what's up with you, sir? He says they said he failed at physical in Baltimore. You think Jonathan Mingo will improve this year? If he gets an opportunity, yes. What are we doing at cornerback? We are too young and banged up. Absolutely, we are. But guess what? The Dallas Cowboys aren't going to do anything about it. They're not going to do anything about it. The corners that you have right now are going to be your corners probably starting this season. So that's probably why they're trying to be so aggressive on pass rush, because most people believe that with a good pass rush, your corners will be better in it, and I believe that. To a degree, I believe it too, but I also believe that dudes should be able to cover too. A guy like Nashawn Wright, with the season he had in Chicago, I would have had no problem bringing him in for a 1-year deal for $5.5 million. That is nothing. take a receiver first round, get 2 first-round picks for Pickens and play ball. You got to find a team that wants George Pickens. I don't think there's a team that's going to give you 2 first-round picks for George Pickens. You give someone 2 first-round picks that has multiple years of success. George Pickens don't have that. He had his best season in Dallas. What are my thoughts on Christian Parker? I like the fact that he is a young guy and he's not looking to be a head coach anytime soon. So, or at least he is, but it's probably not going to happen because he's young. So I like it because that means he's going to be here for a couple of years. We have problems that are bigger than just dropping good players on this team, especially since you're changing your defensive front. You know what I'm saying? You're going from a 4-3 to a 3-4. So that's going to take longer than 6 months, and it's probably going to take longer than a year. So you need a guy that's going to be able to be here and to be able to input what he wants on a team. And that takes time. Like I always say, sometimes you got to give time. It's time. Someone says, Pickens is our man. Cowboys need to get it done. If Pickens is not in Cowboys uniform, the season is very much upsetting to me. I mean, I think Dak is going to be primed for a great season. I think Pickens would help. With everything going on, how is our defensive dart looking like? What do you mean, defensive dart? Defensive DTs? Just going to keep getting burned. Did the Ravens? Yes, they did. Aubrey is consistent. It's not about 60 yards. Yeah, he's consistent, but I'm not consistently about to pay him $8, $9 million every year. I'm not doing that. There's a bunch of listen to me. Did the Seattle Seahawks have a consistent kicker? Yes, they did. How much money is he making? I know he's not making what Brandon Aubrey was asking for. Like, bro, you literally want me to give him more money than you want him to give me a guy that's playing on defense or a guy that's playing on offense money. No, I'm not doing that for a kicker. And think about this. One of the positions that the Dallas Cowboys have been really good at getting, because who was Brandon Aubrey before the Dallas Cowboys found him? Who knows? Who knows who Brandon Aubrey was, right? Nobody knows who he was before he was Brandon Aubrey. You want to know why? Because the Dallas Cowboys discovered him. They found out who he was. And the Dallas Cowboys are really, really good at finding players, especially kickers. I mean players. It's 2 positions that the Cowboys are really good at finding. It's kickers and offensive linemen. I trust the Cowboys in that aspect. We didn't have Dan Bailey. We had a bunch of kickers, man. So in my opinion, I think if the Dallas Cowboys move on from, or they just don't I'm gonna tell you this right here. I don't think anybody else in the NFL is going to give him that type of money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody else is going to give him that type of money. So why would we be in a rush to do that? Like, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, you do exactly what you're doing right now. They're basically, listen to me, the Dallas Cowboys are doing to Brandon Aubrey the exact same thing the Cincinnati Bengals are doing to Trey Hendrickson. Let you go out there and let the market determine how much you're worth. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what other people are offering you. Or ain't nobody offering you that type of money, so why do I have to pay you that type of money? You know what I'm saying? Sam says the NFL insider announced that Crosby meniscus isn't fully healed. You know what that means? That probably means you know what that means? That probably means he knew that and the Raiders knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing. Go give me the guy that found Brandon Aubrey and tell him to find me another Brandon Aubrey. Because kickers is a position that we've just done really good at finding. Like, didn't nobody know who Brandon Aubrey was until we let him start trying 60-yard kicks. You know what I'm saying? And if your offense is better, if your offense can produce a third down, maybe you don't have to listen to me. How often you could be like the Detroit Lions? The Detroit Lions like to go for it on 4th down. I wouldn't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind doing that. But yeah, I'm not about to give no kicker no $8, $9 million. No. So are our Cowboys out on trade business? From the looks of it, sounds like the whole NFL is not wanting to pay him what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Nico, what's up with you? I'm optimistic in what Jerry is trying to do. Me too. Go all defense first 4 rounds of the draft. Then you'd have the youngest defense in football. They might be good in 2-3 years, but I don't know about this year. You need vets. Bengals will resign Hendricks. True or false? I believe that's where I believe he's going to end up going. That's where I believe he's going to end up signing. Mm-hmm. Because I just believe if he was going to go somewhere else, it would have already happened. How is Overshawn's injury coming along? I don't know, but I'm tired of talking about Overshawn being injured. Bro, he's been in the league 3 years and only played 20 games. 19 to be exact. I mean, and he's going into a contract year. So he's going to be playing outside 3-4. He's going to be rushing. I think Overshawn needs to put on like 10, 15 pounds. But I also believe if he does that, he's a different player. So I got to see what's up with him first. Are you taking a chance on Caleb Downs? If he's at 12, why not? You know what I'm saying? If he's there at 12, why not? But the Dallas Cowboys have not drafted a safety in the first round since technically Roy Williams, because Byron Jones was a corner who moved to safety. But he was a corner coming out of UConn. So they ain't drafted no safety in the first round since Roy Williams. And Roy Williams was a beast too. He's fine, but don't mean he can stay healthy. That's a good point. Max Scott, we didn't talk about Max a gang of times, and so a gang of people hits me information on Max. Dominic, what's up with you, Dominic? So take a chance on a rookie, but not Max. Absolutely, because a rookie is going to be healthy. Absolutely. Max, listen to me. You don't even if Max didn't pass a physical, he might not even be ready to practice and play. So you might actually be trading for a player that can't play right now. And think about this, a team that wanted him don't want him no more. That says a lot to me. I'm sorry. How do you think our defense will do this year? I have no clue. They got to play first. We should have kept Nation right. Yeah, but I don't think he would have developed well here. He needed to be coached up, and he got that in Chicago. Roy Williams is a beast out of Oklahoma. Bailey is the player for the Cowboys if he falls to 12. I think he's going to go. I think Bailey's going to go around 9 or 10. But if he's there, I mean, if Bailey's there or Downs is there, who you taking? Who you taking? Answer that question. Who would you take? Ooh, I need to get off the skateboard because I feel like I'm going to fall off and embarrass myself. But I don't like sitting down. I don't like. Hey, I want to answer like 5 more questions and I'm out of here. 5 more questions. Put them on the board. We need a DeMarcus Ware. Yeah, but you got to remember, DeMarcus Ware played in a 4-3. Well, he played in a 4-3 defense until he went to Denver, and then he played in a 3-4 defense. And he wasn't on the field when they were when they were running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Max is going to be cheaper now unless the Raiders decide to keep him. Yeah, but I don't really care about him being cheaper. I care about him being healthy now. I have other concerns that are more pressing the matter to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, money isn't even the issue no more. It's about, can you play, or what's the full extent of your knee? Will your knee survive the next 4 years that we're going to have to sign? Because I don't want to get Max Crosby and then, like dealing with injuries. I just don't want to do that. The linebacker from the Jags, he signed somewhere yesterday. I just can't remember where, if I'm not mistaken. Where did he go? Where did he go? My mind slipped. If I'm not mistaken, he just signed with somewhere. Put it in the comment box for me. What two positions should we go after in the first round? Well, based on free agency today, a DB, honestly, a DB, keep it real, a DB, and I know y'all gonna get mad at me when I say this, but a DB is something on offense. I know y'all be, oh my God, you want to give Dak more weapons? Hell yeah, I want to give Dak more weapons. Hell yeah, because they're the only thing that's being consistent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem giving Dak more weapons, but position wise, I would say corner, man. But I don't think there's a corner worth taking at 12. Yeah, corner and another one. Shoot, draft two of them. Shoot. Yeah, he signed with the Patriots. I would say corner and tight end because at 20, you might be able to get the second best tight end or even the first best tight end. Who are our running backs? Javonte Williams just signed a 3-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys, so he's coming back. That's going to be your starting running back, and then probably Blue from Texas, as long as he wears the right shoes. But I would say corner. The positions we need right now are corner and linebacker. If the Cowboys went corner and linebacker in the first round, I would have no problem with that. I would have no problem with it. Blue gonna be a monster. I don't know about that, man. I feel like you might be a Texas Longhorn fan. Nothing about him says monster. Everything about him says serviceable running back, but nothing about him says monster. Who's gonna wear the green dot on the defense is the question. Probably the damn dude that we just drafted, we brought in yesterday, the safety that we brought in for $36 million for 3 years. Probably that dude from Arizona because he's already wearing the a captain's patch, but a safety wearing a green dot is kind of different. You know what I'm saying? So as of right now, whoever's your starting middle linebacker is. Malik Davis runs harder than Blue. Yeah, he does, but they like faster guys. You know what I'm saying? But, hey man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. I'm gonna go live later on with my boy Mike. I'm about to go in here and eat some food real quick. But after 7, I'm down to do another live if anybody wants to jump on. You guys already know what it is with me though.